A man tries to buy meat at a supermarket, but the butcher refuses. When the man insists it's his right, the butcher punches him. Refusing to leave, the man is beaten by staff and dragged outside. They throw metal cans at his head until it bleeds. Undeterred, he limps back, overpowers the butcher alone, and finally buys the meat. Days earlier, while the man pretends to be asleep, a little girl tiptoes over and kisses his cheek. Realizing something is wrong, he gently explains the differences between boys and girls and tells her that kisses should be reserved for loved ones, her parents. Hurt by the rejection, the girl decides to get revenge. She whispers to the principal, "He showed me his little thing. It was hard and long, like a wooden stick." But the girl doesn't realize her small lie will completely destroy the man's life. The movie opens with Lucas, a nursery teacher in a small Danish town. At school, the children run to greet him, laughing as they love playing with him. Later, at the supermarket, Lucas spots Klara, his student, and the daughter of his best friend, Theo, standing alone outside. She says she has forgotten the way home. Lucas offers to walk her back with his dog, Fanny. At home, Theo scolds Klara for wandering off alone. While they chat, Lucas admits he misses his son, Marcus, but only gets to see him on weekends due to a custody agreement. Meanwhile, Klara is playing alone when her brother and his friend suddenly approach and show her an inappropriate video. One day, as Lucas passes Theo's house, he sees Klara sitting alone by the road. From inside, he hears Theo and his wife arguing about who should take her to school. Lucas calls and offers to take Klara himself. Theo agrees. At school, Klara slips a heart-shaped gift into Lucas's pocket. Later, while he's playing with the boys, she kisses him. Startled, Lucas tells her to give the gift to a parent or one of the boys, reminding her kisses are only for her mom and dad. Upset, Klara denies giving the gift, even though her name is on it, and walks off. Still hurt, Klara lies to the principal, Grethe, claiming Lucas showed her his genitals, then says she hates him. Grethe is shocked, but doesn't mention it yet to Klara's mother, Agnes, who arrives shortly to pick her up. At the same time, Lucas gets a call from his ex and is overjoyed to hear Marcus wants to live with him. He celebrates with his coworker, Nadja, over coffee. She confesses she likes him, and Lucas says he wants to see her every day too. The next day, Lucas goes hunting with friends and later drinks at a friend's house. He drives a drunk Theo home, who affectionately calls him his best friend and kisses him on the cheek. When Lucas returns, he finds Agnes waiting. He invites her in, introduces her to his dog, and they end up spending the night together. The next morning, at the nursery, Lucas plays with the kids until Grethe calls him to her office. She tells him a child accused him of showing his private parts. Shocked, Lucas asks who it was, but Grethe refuses to say. Instead, she asks him to take a few days off while she investigates, assuring him she's not rushing to judgment. A short while later, a nursery psychiatrist named Ole arrives to speak with Klara. At first, she stays silent, but after some gentle coaxing, she nods when asked if Lucas showed her his genitals. Ole advises Grethe to inform Klara's parents and report it to the authorities. After he leaves, Grethe tells the staff not to cancel the upcoming parents' meeting, feeling responsible to inform them. That evening, Agnes and her son Torsten attend the meeting and are privately briefed by Grethe. Later, Grethe informs the other parents that there may be more victims. Meanwhile, as Lucas sleeps, Marcus calls him in tears. He says Grethe told his mother what happened and that he's now forbidden to contact Lucas. Lucas urges him not to believe it and promises to explain. He then wakes Agnes and tells her he's been accused of abuse. She laughs it off, thinking he's joking. The next morning, Lucas visits the nursery and is met with shocked stares from several parents. Grethe avoids confrontation and leaves. Lucas follows her, demanding she leave Marcus out of it. Grethe slips and reveals Klara is the accuser. A parent pulls Lucas away and tells him to go. Lucas then visits Theo and begs him to talk to Klara again, insisting she lied. Theo defends his daughter, saying she wouldn't lie. Lucas pleads for trust and swears he never touched her. Tearfully, Theo admits he doesn't know what to believe. Agnes sees Lucas and tells him to leave. As he turns to go, Theo grabs him by the throat and threatens to kill him if he ever harmed Klara. Klara appears and cheerfully greets Lucas. He walks away. Afterwards, Klara tells Agnes Lucas didn't do anything. She just said something silly. Agnes insists she's just scared, says it did happen, and tries to soothe her. At home, Lucas tries to call his ex, but she doesn't answer. Suddenly, Klara shows up at his door without her parents' knowledge, asking if she can take Fanny for a walk. With Nadja watching nearby, Klara quietly tells Lucas she heard he did something bad to her. She looks frightened. Lucas gently tells her to go home. After Klara leaves, Agnes asks Lucas if he touched Klara. Hurt that she doesn't trust him, Lucas angrily kicks her out of his house. Later, Marcus shows up, saying his mother now knows. Lucas's friend and Marcus's godfather, Bruun, visits and asks if Lucas has spoken to the police. Lucas says the accusations now include other children. Bruun reassures him. He believes Lucas would never do such a thing and offers his support. While shopping at the supermarket, Marcus is told by a staff member that he and his father are no longer welcome. He quickly leaves. Outside the house, Marcus witnesses his father being arrested. Lucas tells him to call his mother to pick him up. When Marcus tries to enter their home, the door is locked. He goes to Theo's house and asks if he has a key, but Theo doesn't. Aware of Lucas's arrest, Theo invites Marcus in. Agnes tells Marcus he shouldn't suffer for his father's actions. Marcus then confronts Klara, asking why she lied. She denies it, and in anger, he spits in her face. Theo and his friends throw Marcus out, and one of them hits him. As Marcus leaves, Theo tells him to go home, and Marcus curses at them. Marcus stays at Bruun's house, where he is warmly welcomed. He asks about his father, and Bruun explains that tomorrow's preliminary hearing will determine whether the judge will keep Lucas in custody or release him. Bruun mentions that the children all describe the same details: Lucas's basement, wallpaper, and couch, but Lucas doesn't even have a basement. This gives them hope, suggesting the kids may be repeating imagined stories or things they heard from others. Still, most people believe the children, and oftentimes they're right. All they can do now is wait for the court's decision. The next morning, Bruun wakes Marcus and tells him Lucas is being released. When Lucas arrives, Marcus runs to hug him, overjoyed to see his father again. Later, Lucas takes Fanny outside and quietly reflects on everything that has happened. That evening, as Marcus cooks dinner, someone throws a rock through their window and hits Lucas in the head. He tells Marcus to take cover and rushes outside with a bat. But there's no one there, only a black plastic bag on the ground. Cautiously, he opens it and is horrified to find Fanny's lifeless body inside. The dog, a beloved part of their family for over 10 years, had meant the world to both of them. Enraged, Marcus grabs a steel pipe ready to take revenge, but Lucas stops him and brings him back in. Fearing Marcus might do something reckless, he sends him to stay with his mother. The next morning, Bruun finds Lucas burying Fanny in the pouring rain. Later, Lucas tries to buy meat at the supermarket, but the butcher refuses. When he insists it's his right, the butcher punches him. Refusing to leave, other staff members beat and drag him out. They even throw metal cans at his head, leaving him bloodied. But Lucas doesn't give up. He limps back in, overpowers the butcher alone, and finally buys the meat. As he's walking out, he's spotted by Theo's family. Klara asks why his dog isn't with him, unaware that her lie led to its death. Theo considers approaching to help, but his wife stops him. On Christmas Eve, the townspeople gather at church for carols and the holiday service. After some thought, Lucas decides to attend as well. He knows that staying away would only make him look guilty. He must show his face to prove he has nothing to hide. Limping through the entrance, Lucas walks past the stairs and whispers with his head high up. He finds a seat and sits calmly, surprising everyone with his presence. Later, as the children's choir prepares to perform, Lucas sees Theo whispering with Agnes. Overcome with emotion, Lucas walks up to Theo, throws a Bible at him, punches him, and demands that he look him in the eye. "I have nothing left," Lucas says bitterly, then tells Theo to leave him alone. The townspeople step in and escort Lucas out of the church. Theo remains seated, stunned, haunted by the anguish he saw in Lucas's eyes. Back at home, Theo stands silently smoking in the hallway while Klara sleeps. In her dreamlike state, she sees Lucas's dog. Theo, sitting by her bed, quietly breaks down in tears. Klara wakes up, sees her father crying, and hears him whisper that Lucas was his best friend. She then repeats the truth once more. Lucas never did anything. In that moment, Theo finally realizes he has betrayed his closest friend. Nodding silently, he waits for Klara to fall back asleep, then packs a basket of food and wine, determined to make things right. Agnes tries to stop him, but Theo calmly insists she let him go. That night, he visits Lucas, who is sleeping on the couch. Lucas is shocked to see him. Theo gently hands over the food, breaking the heavy silence. He tastes it and says it's delicious. When he asks Theo to leave, Theo quietly replies, "I'd like to stay a little longer." A year passes since the incident, and golden leaves now blanket the ground. Lucas and Nadja are back together. At a gathering, most people warmly welcome them, acting as though life has returned to normal, though a few still avoid eye contact. During the celebration, Marcus receives a rifle from his godfather as a gift for earning his hunting license. It's a local coming-of-age tradition, marking his transition into manhood. Afterward, Lucas notices Klara standing quietly by the door, hesitant to step on the floor tiles. Without hesitation, Lucas sits down, lifts her up, and carries her to her parents. Later, Lucas takes Marcus on his first hunting trip. Excited, Marcus is eager to participate. A deer appears on a nearby hill, and Lucas carefully approaches it. As he focuses on the target, a sudden gunshot explodes near his ear. He ducks in shock. The bullet strikes a tree beside him, clearly aimed at him. Frozen, Lucas turns towards the source of the shot. Backlit by the sun, he only sees a vague silhouette. The figure calmly reloads and raises their rifle. Lucas braces for the worst. But at the last moment, the person lowers the weapon, turns, and walks away, leaving Lucas to silently absorb the chilling encounter. If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy to hit the like button, and if you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice, just to be sure. It would be best if you watched the whole movie. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this.